have Deputy Paula De Silva, who manages the administration branch, Deputy Brian Bigra, who manages the investigations branch, and myself.
Thank you very much. Good to have everybody with us today. I'm expecting that everybody is healthy and your families are as well. First off, we will have confirmation of the public minutes of our September meeting, the 23rd of
Madam
September.
Chair, I'll move the minutes. Mayor Bevilacqua is having difficulty getting on, but I think it's at his end, not this end. So he will be on as soon as he gets his issue fixed, but I will move the minutes. Thank you.
Mr. Cooper, all those in favor? And that's carried. We have no presentations today. We have no deputations. We're down to communications, and the first one is 5.1. And that is from Fred Eisenberger, Chair of the Hamilton Police Services Board. Are there questions on this communication? Seeing none, could I have a mover and a seconder, please? Mr. Purchell, Mr. Molyneux, all those in favor? And that's carried. 5.2 is correspondence from Richard Sibbing, Assistant Deputy Minister. Are there questions, comments regarding this correspondence? Seeing none, can I have a mover and a seconder, please? Mr. Cooper, Mr. Purchell, all those in favor? That's carried. Item 5.4, correspondence from the active bystanders for law enforcement able. Any questions on this correspondence? Seeing none, could I have a mover and a seconder? Mr. Molyneux and Mr. Cooper, all those in favor? And that's carried. Item 5.5, correspondence from Doug Downey, Attorney General. Are there any questions on this correspondence? Can I have a mover and a seconder, please? Mayor Bevilacqua and Mr. Molyneux, all those in favor? And that's carried. We are at items for consideration, reports of the chiefs, 6.1. Chief, go ahead, please.
Morning, Madam Chair, Vice Chair, members of the board. This is as I mentioned, or as it suggested, a number of contract extensions. I know Jeff has a couple of comments in relation to some of the information in the report. So I'll turn it over to Jeff to provide that update over and above what's in the report itself. Jeff?
Thank you very much, and good morning to the board. This report is in front of the board under Section 18 of the purchasing bylaw, requiring the board's approval for any extensions to any contracts of any value greater than 5 years. So the list that's in front of you is 5 items. I'll just draw your attention maybe to the last item around Bell Canada, the internet services. We're only asking for a 2-month extension. This bumps out. There's a technical piece that we want to have uninterrupted service during our switch over to the new provider. And that's going well underway. So that's actually ahead of plan. We might not use the full 2 months, but we'll ask for it anyways. And in accordance with other reports that the board has seen, we ask for up to 5 years. And that just allows us flexibility should we continue with the vendor to allow any discontinuing or change at our option. So with that, I'll answer any questions that the board might have.
Thank you. Questions of staff? I'm not seeing any. Could I have a mover and seconder, please? Mr. Molyneux, Mr. Cooper, all those in favor? And that's carried. We are at item number 7, unfinished business. Do we have any at this time? Seeing none, we are at other business. And I am not seeing any as well. We will move to private session. And the recommendation is that the board move into private session, moved by Chair Emerson, seconded by Mayor Bevilacqua. All those in favor? And that's carried. And we will take just a short break.
Thank you.
A list of 3 items that need to be ratified out of in camera, ratify the contract negotiations for YRP, a director to the SOA contract negotiations, direction, sorry, and the third one is committee appointment. You have anything else? Falda? You're muted. You're muted.
My apologies. Chair Haxton, the resolution to come forward is the following: that the board ratify the memorandum of agreement between the York Regional Police Services Board and the York Regional Police Association dated September 14th, 2020 for the renewal of the uniform and civilian working agreements for a 5-year term. That's the resolution on the floor.
Thank you. That would be moved by Mr. Cooper, seconded by Mr. Molyneux. Any questions? All those in favor?
I
And
withdraw. Thank you.
And that carried. The next one, please. Mafalda.
That is it.
We would have one regarding direction to enter into negotiations with our SOA. Correct? I have a mover and a seconder, please.
That's not necessary for this.
Not necessary?
No.
Okay, that's fine. We'll leave that one then. We know where it's going. And do we have anything else at this time under private session to come forward? Not seeing any. We have a confirmatory bylaw moved by Ms. Fang, seconded by Mr. Molyneux. All those in favor? And that's carried. And an adjournment at 12:04, moved by Ms. Fang and seconded by Mr. Purcell. All those in favor? And that's carried. Thank you very much, everyone. Be safe. Thank you.